Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in a play, and don't you know, it's a very, very, very beautiful day. Well, I'm on the outskirts of Tyndrum now. No, Tyndrum, not Tyndrum, Tyndrum. And just crossing the railway line. So I follow this path up, and now I'm going to head off onto a mountain track which is meant to be a little bit boggy towards what is hopefully going to be my destination this evening. So I'm camping tonight. I'm hoping to do 2 hills, and the key word here is hoping, because after my last outing with Tim, you remember him? Oh my. Right, well, he gave me man flu, and that turned into a chest infection, and I'm not properly over. I've still got a bit of a cough. See, and depending how my lungs go up this hill, then depends how far I get, to be honest. But it's nice and cool just here on this railway bridge. But that's it, let's get on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to catch some sights and sounds up here. I've got a new toy to show you, can't wait to show you. I think it's going to add a little bit of a different dimension to some of my adventures. It's a DJI Neo, I know. I couldn't resist it, it was a bargain. I've yet to try use it proper. Should we go give it a go? Come on. I'm still climbing up through the woods, and well, it's a bit smelly, it's quite boggy, and I guess it could be a lot worse. Well, I thought I was through the worst of the slop, but unfortunately not. Halfway up now, and there's not a lot to see really, because I'm actually walking right up into the glare of the sun, so I can't actually see anything. But there's a lovely little river here, stream, that I'm drailing, and I just keep dropping down and duking my bonnet in it to keep cool, but it is warm. I don't do wild swimming, but that looks lovely, doesn't it? If only I brought me swimmers. Welcome to Beinn Dubhchraig. I shall put its name on the screen there, and its height in feet there, and meters for those of you that's had the operation. Oh, I'm puffed. That's tired me out getting up there. It's the bog earlier on, obviously it takes it out of you a little bit, and then all the elevate, well, the majority of the steepness is in the last 1,000 feet or so, so oh, I'm a bit puffed. But a nice hike over, and that's Beinn Oss over there, and Beinn Louis in the distance. I don't know if you can see it. I haven't made my mind up whether I'm going to do Beinn Oss or not tomorrow or not. I'm not going to do it tonight. I was considering it tonight, but I'm too tired. It's 6:20. Right, I'll have a scout around and I'll come back when we're about to put the tent up. Okay, that's me all pitched up, and I've got a good spot. Pegs went in okay, which were a bit surprising. It's quite lumpy up here. But there's a top of Beinn Dubhchraig, so I'm right at the very top, which is good. It's very calm. There's a few midges and creatures buzzing around, but they're not too bad. I don't want to get cold. I've changed my top to get out of that sweaty one, and I'm just trying to dry them out on a rock. But I'm going to relax a little bit now and just recover like you do. Probably get something to eat, And then just as this sun starts to... Oh, Loch Lomond, by the way, I don't know if you can see that. Just as the sun starts to drop and the light starts to fade, we'll give you a proper look round this beautiful landscape. Warm the water up and soften this pepperoni up. Bit of smoked sausage. Cheers. Pop in some of this Co-op quick cook golden vegetable rice and give that a stir. This is all good content, is this, you know. This is a public service. Let that warm. And then we've got a special ingredient. No, it's not this. We're going to add a special ingredient. Dolmio pasta carbonara sauce. Oh yes. Right, I'm going to get this nailed and then we'll have a good look around this place, eh? It's an absolutely cracking end to the day. The colours in the sky are quite fantastic. I don't think this GoPro is going to do it very much justice at all, but there's also an amazing supermoon on the rise. I've got a time lapse. I'm hoping to follow that through the night sky. We shall see what that's like in the morning, but it's beautiful. Morning everybody, how are you today? Are you well? Good, nice to hear that. Yes, I'm very well. Isn't this an absolutely beautiful morning? Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you around and then whilst you're watching the beautiful dawn, I'll get packed up. Right, that's me all packed up. It is 7:30. It continues to be beautiful. I'm just going to go and pick this camera up, which I nearly forgot, which you saw the sunrise with. And then it's, do I do Beinn Oss or not? I think best thing I do is get this camera, walk down to Lockens, take this bag off, because I think it's about 1.5 miles and in one way, so 3 mile round trip, and 300 meters of elevation, so 1,000 foot, maybe even more. It's enough, isn't it? Anyway, fantastic sleep, by the way, a great night. Very windy. Wind woke me up about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was blowing a hoolie, which quite surprised me, so I had to plug up. But it was good. Cracking inversion. Right, let's go. We'll pick this up on the way down to Locken. Right, that's the decision made. So I've stashed my bag. I've got water phone, and we'll just strike out, touch the top of Beinn Oss, because with Mudder's Wheel, I don't quite fancy coming back anytime soon to walk through all that slop, and obviously I've got to go down through it on the return journey. But the other thing is, it just gives it a chance for that inversion and clag to burn off. And I was chatting with a lad who's just made his way up, set off at 5 o'clock this morning, and he said it's pretty miserable down there. So there's no rush, is there? Let's go and do Beinn Oss. This is one of those hills where you're climbing up and climbing up and climbing up, and you feel like you're getting there, then it sends you back down just to send you back up again. Outrageous. Hour and 15 minutes. Ben, meet the Boardmanites. Boardmanites, Beinn Oss. I'm gonna just have a sit down for a couple of minutes, not too long, I don't want to get cold. I have got a jacket with me, believe it or not, tucked in my pocket. Okay, let's make our way back to the bag. Don't know if you can pick that up, but there's my Brocken Spectre straight in front of me, around about there. I've got quite a drop now down to this beelac here, then I've got to climb up that, which is about, I don't know, 600, 700 feet, something like that. And then I'm at the area where I actually start the descent down through all the bog and whatnot. So I'll take my time up that, and then in theory it's all downhill. Down at the beelac now, so I've got to climb all the way up there. Unfortunately, it's steep, but I'll take my time, and and then once I get up to the top of there, that's where my bag is. You can see the mist now just rolling in over the locken down there. I don't know if you can pick the locken up. And then in the distance you can see Beinn Oss, and you can see obviously the mist rising, so it's starting to thin out nicely now. So with a bit of luck, when I start to actually descend, it should be nothing more than a wisp with a bit of luck. Very beautiful. Cairn marks the spot. There we go. Oh. Well, part way down, and just topped my water up on this little burn here, and we're just almost down at the cloud level, just a tiny bit above it. It's breaking up beautifully now. We're not going to get any whatsoever going down. It looks fantastic. I've got to say, it's taking me absolutely ages to get down. Such is the friendliness of everybody. I must have passed around about 6 or 7 folk, and everybody wants to chat. There's a chap I've just gone past, a couple I've just gone past, and chap's talking to me, and he's bagging Munros, and he lives in Exeter. Oh my word, I think he said he got 22 left to complete. That's quite incredible, isn't it? Bagging Munros, Exeter, 11-hour drive. Goodness me. Well done him. Nice chatting with a couple on the way down. I'm trying to pick my way through here, and it was really nice for them to stop and say they actually watched the channel, and that is nice. So Alistair and Sheena, lovely to meet you. I hope you get to the top today. Oh dear, hang on. I hope you get to the top today, and it's also good to know that you're in the pork pie camp, not the Scotch egg camp. Are you listening, Murray? Well, I'm all but down now. Probably about another 10 minutes to the car. So a good time to wrap up, I think. Well, number one, it was a great camp, wasn't it? It was a fantastic sunset and an amazing sunrise this morning. Really enjoyed it. Slept well. There were a few challenges getting up, weren't they? It were a bit wet, but it was certainly much easier coming back down, not having the sun glare in your eyes, because you could pick the best route. And I think that's the difference between going up yesterday and coming down today. But I think the takeaway, certainly from this little trip, is the friendliness of the people. Just about everybody has stopped and wanted to have a chat. 10-15 minutes or so. It really has been a very friendly hike, and everybody's enjoying the sunshine. It really is, you know. It's just everybody's spirits are much higher. So are mine, because I just love that kind of thing. I like chatting with people. It's good. Right, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching it. If you have liked it, and this is important, we do need to see some thumbs up. Please give some thumbsies upsies. It's important to me. Leave a comment if you want. I always try to answer them. And until the next time, well, Bye for the new.